Welcome everybody to another playthrough of Might and Magic 9, The Writ of Fate. For those of you who don't know me, I am Luke. My codename is Mischief. I'm a gamer, competitive laser tag player. I'm studying to be a mental health counselor, and I am going to play this game, and if you are entertained, you may sit and watch me while I talk about life and nerdy topics. I'm skipping to the good part this time. I did a playthrough a couple years ago, getting close to 2.5, I think, where I did the whole playthrough. We did the whole party as liches, but this time I did this playthrough in the midst of a pretty difficult time in my life. I have been just getting pounded by responsibilities with my new job and grad school, and I'm very grateful for what I have. You know, a lot of really good stuff has been happening in my life. I'm super thankful. But I just needed an escape, and I ended up picking up this game, and I've gotten towards the end, so I'm actually going to be knocking out this temple of goose worshippers who are worshiping one of the gods' pet geese, and well, we can multitask. Because we're at this point now where we are extremely powerful, and you know, I can defeat most people pretty easily, but these monks are extremely powerful. Whoa. I'll be honest, this guy is stronger than I thought. That was one honk. One single honk, everybody. Okay, quick party rundown. I've based these characters off of myself and some of my closest friends in my real life. I am a paladin. I have over 1,000 hit points. Heidi, the dwarf ranger, that is my lovely girlfriend, and my two good friends, Isaac and Ian. Rocking the spellcasting roles, priest and mage. The Bible Boys save profile, we are all in a Bible study together, and I thought it'd be fun to have us all go on a little adventure. I'm very symbolic in that way. I like to put myself in these fictional games, or me and my friends. I don't know. It just feels more fun and comfortable to me that way, especially when I'm playing this game basically just to cope with stress or to get an escape. I really felt that this time, that this was a game I came here playing it because I wanted to be in a safe zone. And that's really a new perspective for me on video games. I mean, I think I've definitely taken a step back, a pretty drastic step back over the last few years in terms of playing video games in general. I used to spend hours and hours and hours playing League of Legends. I have spent countless hours in, what do we got? I mean, it pretty much started with the Nintendo 64, so Mario 64, I got a Game Boy, Pokemon Ruby was my first one. Spent tons of time on the GameCube, Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers, and this was a game I played in second grade. My father just picked it up on the CD-ROM. How is Isaac losing his spell points so much more quickly than Ian? That doesn't make any sense to me, but I'll figure that out. Anyways, yeah, this was a game that I've probably beaten it about, I'm going to put it in the range of 6 to 8 times. 6 to 7 times. I'm really thinking that's how many times I beat the game. Maybe 5 to 7. Because there's definitely been times when I've started a game but didn't finish it. I played other games like Morrowind, and I actually haven't beat Skyrim. It's the saddest thing. I liked Skyrim. I started a profile as like a an Argonian assassin, and I got pretty far, I remember, but I never actually beat Skyrim. Something to try. I even got it for like $10 on my computer, so I can do the mods now. I mean, it's kind of nice to come in and enjoy a game way after it's been popular, because then it's cheaper, way cheaper, and all the other people who are fans have already had time to, you know, do patches and mods and make the game amazing. So there's something that might be really fun about doing a Skyrim game. But that's the thing. At this current time in my life, with grad school and working kind of like a real adult job, definitely been challenged by the idea that I don't have the freedom and free time that I used to have. I don't know who's watching. I imagine, I think my main demographic is like guys my age. Maybe a little older is what I remember from my channel. I know I've attracted a lot of D&D gamers over the years with my particular content. And if you are here and you're not someone like I personally know, very glad you're here. Thanks for coming. I have like other channels that I'm working on, but this one, I kind of just use it as a personal log in many ways. I upload nerdy stuff I create. I'm Creator Mischief. That's the channel. And I know Might and Magic 9 is not the biggest view grabber, but that's really not the point. It's for me. The whole thing is for me to look back on and kind of log my life. And I think the channel is much more valuable if I put things up that I am passionate about in the moment, rather than if I put up things that I think will get me views, but I'm not as passionate about it. Like, why would you watch me if I'm not excited about what I'm making, you know? So, did we clear out all the honks already? And why was that first guy so hard to beat, but not anybody else? Man. Okay, well that's fine. Did I get the... Okay, I got the golden honk. Alright. We are going to... Yeah, I know you don't know. I'm sorry. Alright, we are going to go for one last round of level ups, which will be a little bit like monotonous organizing for a little while. So I may just fast forward through this part, starting right now. Oh, hello. Okay. For the record, I got some, we'll call it Elvis Presley cereal. I got me some, it's like keto Cocoa Puff things with bananas and peanut butter. Love me some peanut butter. Okay. So, let me introduce you a little more to what we're working with. On the right, we have our companions. Ariane Acklindor is an elvish mage who has helped us out on our adventure, especially since the beginning. She's very powerful, especially at early levels with Poison Clouds and Elemental Blast. We have Ake the Righteous, which felt appropriate to bring him since this is a Bible study group of friends that are in this adventure. So we are the Bible boys. He's kind of a tank, and he's got a couple minor spells like Elemental Bolt and Tamerlane is actually the villain of the story, but we are on a quest to find out why. He got basically a letter from the gods saying your destiny is to take over all of Chadian. And we got a letter from the gods that said your destiny is to stop him from taking over Chadian. Turns out there's a god of mischief, not Loki, but this other, frankly more lame one, Najam the Meddler, who sent us these as a practical joke, and believe it or not, that's the plot of the game. We got pranked by a god. Now we gotta find his house. And when we find that house, we will, we are basically gonna lure him into the Tomb of 1,000 Terrors. And at that point, we begin the end game. We have to lure him to the middle of the tomb and trap him there forever, and that is the end of the game once we do that. So, is this it? This might be his house. So before we do anything, like I said, let me show you what we're working with. So, yes, I am level 60 Paladin. That is pretty dang high. I think we're going to be able to rock this dungeon pretty easily. Just totally killing it with 119 might, 1,300 hit points, plus 50 to my melee attack, 258 armor class. These are very high stats. I'm a frontline fighter, and I protect the party. That's me, Luke. That's me. Okay, and then Heidi. She's a ranger, so she has. There's my skills, by the way. She is a master and grandmaster in identify monster, in perception, so she can detect traps, as well as grandmaster with the bow and arrow. Lots of skills, and she can disarm traps. Like, she's kind of a skill monkey is what you call it in an RPG setting, but she can basically fire 3 arrows at once, and she has a bow that never misses. So, pretty badass. Isaac is a 62 priest, and he is a grandmaster in spirit and light magic, master in elemental. He and Ian are all about the spells for sure. Ian's a mage. Oh, accuracy down to 6 now? Did something happen? I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting drained or something. Anyways, it's from these magical gloves he's wearing. That give 30 armor, so that's pretty good. The real magic for these guys is in the magic, not so much the weapons. The spell book that both of these guys have is pretty extensive. I think we'll be able to get out of most situations with a combination of healing and buffs and curses and, of course, massive destructive spells. I am foregoing the bathhouse in this run of Might and Magic 9. I do not need any more levels, so why don't we just do a save here for the Bible boys, and that's not it. I totally forgot where it is, just to be honest with you. So we're going to walk around trying to find Najam's house. Oh, sorry. That's why I was even showing you guys. I have some skill points to spend. I have been so ridiculously tanky. I think I'm going to invest more in my damage, I guess. And yeah, that'll work. Okay. And for you, 21. Might as well invest in your blade a little more, even though you're not a master or anything. And then I don't know. How about light? Because sometimes you use the heal spell. All right, for Isaac, let's get elemental up just a little bit. And armor, love it. And for Ian, we are going to go 17 elemental. Oh yeah. 17 elemental and a little bit of dark. Yeah. Okay. We're in the end game now, as Doctor Strange would say. I'm quite a fan of that Marvel movie. Is it this one? Is it that one? Where'd you go? Where is your house? Okay. No, it's not in here. Why am I forgetting where this is? This is frustrating. I think it's on the other end of town. Okay, yep, here we go. Hello. Oh man, alright. Did I even take anything? Like, what did I take exactly? Jump struggle. Okay. I shall commit these plans to paper, so Kron will know who it is who has beaten him finally. I will show this to him as he enters the Hall of Storms on the top level of the Tomb of Thousand Terrors. I will allow him to casually peruse it as I throw a switch that will imprison him in the frost shell. He'll not even be able to think of getting out. I've tested it on a few of the tomb terrors. They were encased so well that I myself couldn't extract them from it. Once Kron is encased, I will take Frey as my wife and recast the world according to my desires. Gone will be the days of being kind to the mortals. They will be as enslaved, all enslaved to serve me. Who, after all, are the gods? Shouldn't the gods be in charge? Interesting, now we're getting existential. The plan is going well. These fools actually left on that boat and mysteriously ended up on the Isle of Ashes. Sorry. Okay. He's monologuing. He starts this prepared speech about how feeble I am, how inevitable my defeat is, how the world will soon be his, yada yada yada. This guy's got me on a platter, and he won't shut up. Okay. When he arrives, I will take him to the Hall of Storms. I'll pull the lever and case him. Victory shall be mine. Okay, we get it, buddy. We get it. Let's go. Come on. Okay. I got a chronic quicksaver. I believe that's the tomb. Come on, buddy. It's not even called the Tomb of 1,000 Terrors. It's just called 1,000 Terrors. Alright, one thing that might be difficult here. I don't think the torchlight spell has worked all game. So, if this is a dark dungeon, I might find myself in a frustrating situation if I can't see anything very well. But I'm just gonna have to live with it. Oh, you can't be afraid. Stop that. We do not live in fear. You know what? I'm not even gonna... I don't have to pick up any bags anymore. That's no longer a thing. I have no need for bags at this time. Okay, how about we go this way? Oh, but they're red. They're so tempting. Why do games give you the best stuff on the final levels when you can't even like use it anymore after that? Like, I'm getting all these really cool treasure bags, and I could pick them up and maybe wear the items, but I've already got so many good rare ones, I'm not going to... Anyways, actually, for those of you who don't know, there's a little bit of history to this game. It's the 9th in the series. It was a popular dungeon crawler through, I think, the 80s and 90s. I don't know when the first one came out. It could have definitely been, could have been 70s. I don't know. I was born in the 90s, so I don't know. Oh, Column of Fire costs a lot of mana. Maybe we could save a little bit of time and just do that. In fact, let's switch you. Yeah, you will use that. Anyways, so it sounds like basically the company that was making this game was going out of business. I think Ubisoft tried to purchase the license for the game, and I think it was 3DO. They did not, they wanted more money than was offered, even though they really didn't have much room to bargain at that point. So instead, the whole company just went under. They forced this game through on really tight deadlines. The developers said they needed probably another 3 months or so to really make the game what it was supposed to be. Which is really unfortunate. As I mentioned in my first playthrough, I grew up playing this with my dad. Me now being a psychologist, I recognize that part of the reason that we enjoy just about anything... Ooh. Those are really good boots. A lot of times it comes down to just nostalgia and emotional ties. Like, I don't know if there's any movies you like or games you like that are publicly viewed as bad or objectively bad, but you like them because you played it or watched it as a kid, or just things you did as a child in general that bring you joy. You're gonna like cherish those things on an emotional level, and it doesn't really matter if they're objectively good or not. There are some really good dungeon crawlers that I've totally put down and stopped playing before I got really into them, and I probably would have liked them if I kept playing, but I've played this mess of a game. Like I said, I've beaten it like 5 to 7 times, I think, in my life. So, I don't know. It's like, I'm thankful for this game. I'm thankful for the developers who made it. I'm sorry that it got pushed through on such a tight deadline, and I kind of wish it wasn't. Obviously, that sucks. I bet there was a ton of extra content that was going to get put in here. In fact, if you look on the map, there's like all... I can't right there. Can I pull up the map? Fine. Okay, well anyway, on the left side of the town portal map, there's like another town that you can't click on and doesn't appear in the game at all. I wonder if they were going to add in an entire extra city. That would have been cool. Maybe it's the people that are attacking. That would make sense, you know. Anyway, the game's just... It was widely regarded as a failure. I think Might and Magic 6, 7 were the most popular ones, and people really enjoyed those. And this did not live up to the hype. It's an ugly game, the developers said, because they basically wanted to be able to put lots of monsters on screen, but he was afraid that the graphics cards wouldn't be able to handle it. Oh gosh. I knew how to do this once. I thought it was like... Oh goodness. I'm gonna be here for a while. Completely lost my train of thought. Goodness. No, this is really simple. I just forgot. Oh, doy. Got it. So he kind of forced the animators to make really low resolution monsters so you could put a lot of them on the screen. But I think their intent was to make just better looking monsters. It was also, I think, the first time I mean, I forget if in 8 the monsters themselves were 2D or 3D. I think they were 2D. So this was kind of a jump. It was also originally going to be a PlayStation game, and then that got scrapped. It was a mess. It sucks that 3DO kind of just butchered the whole thing. And the developer, the director was like burnt out, not coming into work, and not being passionate about his own project. Which I know as a film director, it's really soul-crushing to the crew and the workers when the leader isn't passionate about the project they're working on. So anyways, and that's how we got this game. There's actually a pretty popular video. It has like 2.5 million views, where somebody reviewed this game, and it's like, what did they call it? Like it's like a Somalian bootleg RPG, and it was a pretty funny video. Very nice. I already got all of the rare treasures in the game at this point, so those aren't going to have anything. Man, I like having a Grandmaster in Perception. Now, if only this were actually going to help me out, or if only there was a way to get through this, but there is not. Let's go. See, what was the point of that? Why would you put this puzzle here? It's like it's just gonna be a... You could reward players who took the perception skill and give them a way out. I have Grandmaster, so this is 100% success rate. Alright, bring on the demons. Oh no. Okay, well. That's fun. I still think we're gonna be fine. I am curious, just because we're in that state. And we're crushing it. Are you just gonna keep summoning them? Is this what's happening? Lovely. What a handsome demon. Oh, hello. Man. I was starting a thought earlier about... about how I've been really coming off of video games. Here's the thing. Oh. Needed that. Video games are... Hello, who's making that sound? They're an activity like any activity. If we look at this objectively, there's no reason on earth to just say like video games are either vile or the greatest thing ever. We gotta look at the context of people playing them, why and for how long, and what video game, right? There's been arguments about video games stirring up violence in people, and I think for some people that's probably true. Actually, I think it's definitely true. I think some people cannot handle playing violent video games without having violent thoughts. But I think other people, it doesn't affect them at all. And they are mature enough to handle a little violence, or a lot of violence in some cases. I think some people have thicker skin than others, and some people really crave that excitement or that rush when you have a game with a lot of danger or maybe harder content. And I also think there are some situations where it's absolutely like it's not, some of the content isn't okay at all. Some of the games that like portray horrifying acts, especially in a positive light. And I think that is me taking a bit of a stance against games like Grand Theft Auto, where like you're encouraged to it seems like it's very intentionally encouraging poor behavior in real life. It's like a simulator. I think there are even worse games out there, though. Some horror games that don't seem to support goodwill towards mankind at all is another instance. Anyway. And I imagine people will disagree with me on that. Some people will. And that's okay. I want to hear your opinion, because I don't hold absolute truth here, you know. What is in here? Jeez. Gosh, Heidi. Easy for me. Hello, Najam. Alright. Hello, boys. What am I even doing? These rooms are total death traps, literally. Oh man. Poor what's her face. Can't handle she can't handle these high level dungeons. Hey, leave me alone. Stop it. And he's gone. So for me, a game like this is quite enjoyable in the right context. But I've actually found myself trying to invest more in my real life. Make content to put online. Making videos. Hanging out with people in real life is actually what's really taking me away from video games. Is I just don't hang out with people online as much as I do in person anymore. And I'm quite glad for that. Okay, buddy. And that's personal preference on my part. Not everybody has that preference. Not everyone has that privilege. I'm privileged to, like, I have a car and I can go see friends. And I have been fortunate to have friends that I can trust and who love me. Oh my gosh, dude. Part of that, however, came with actually, I read this. I've been betrayed before a number of times. And like anything in life, I thought, well, I'm obviously not very good at trusting people or picking people to trust. So I read an audiobook. Sorry, I read a real book called, I forget. It's like Trustworthy People or something like that. Mm. The book was called Unsafe People. It's by the same people who wrote the book Boundaries. In the book, and the whole theme in my life at that point became, how can I tell if a person's trustworthy? Maybe I can share some of what I've learned. Because once I learned how to pick out trustworthy people from untrustworthy people, my relationships became a lot safer. Well, that's strange. Hello. Okay. I think in general, a safe person, there's an element of transparency to that person. You don't get the sense that they're hiding something from you, or that they're behaving one way around you and one way around other people. For example, if you have a friend who treats you really well, but then you go to a restaurant and they treat a service person horribly, I would basically say that the way they treated the service person is how they really are. You know, it might be pessimistic, but take the worst of the two behaviors. If they'll treat X person poorly, then they're probably only treating you well either to gain something or because they have a... So do I pull this one or don't pull this one? I remembered that. That was complete muscle memory. Wow. Can we put you in the back? Would that help you? So, you know, find people who tell you the truth. Find people who don't kiss up to you. I mean, I think a real friend is someone who will tell you something you don't want to hear if it will truly help you. And not everyone views that as a good thing. But think about it. If I really care about you, I am willing to tell you something that is uncomfortable for me to say. I'm willing to make myself uncomfortable for your benefit. That's what it comes down to. Another thing is that I realize you shouldn't trust people very quickly, and that's okay. It's actually an intelligent human compulsion that you open up to people slowly as you build a relationship with them. At one point, as I was learning to become more vulnerable, I actually thought you should probably... Well, I need to be more open with people. And so I'm just going to start being open with everybody. And I thought that that was the right way to do things. Am I... Oh, I'm stunned. Okay, got it. Or Heidi is stunned. There's definitely some stuff going on. That's funny. Oh, what was I saying just now? So anyway, you build trust slowly and appropriately over time, and that is okay. I don't want to go down there, man. I don't want to go down there. Well, that's fun. All right, I have a way down. Because, I mean, think about it. If you meet a person, anybody can be friendly to you right away. Anybody can be friendly to you for a good long while. But if you watch someone and observe them over the course of, like, maybe we'll say 3 months. I'd heard that somewhere in a book. And it seems rightish. I think it's just the more time that goes on, the more you can trust with certainty. But I think over time, spending time with people, you are bound to see them in uncomfortable situations, and that's when a person's character truly shows. It's not so much when a person first meets you and they're in easy situations that you want to judge them, it's when they are in really difficult situations. Is this person willing to do the right thing even when it comes at a personal cost to them? Because you'll be surprised. You'll be really surprised how a person can even do little kind things for you. But then when it comes to doing something actually hard for them, well, they might basically screw you over. And that's really difficult. Oh, this one. Okay, cool. So, anyway. Okay. Gosh, I remember this. Well, that's a sound. Alright, so I think those are bishops. Okay. There's a straight shot right there. Boom. Okay, bro, leave me alone. I need to check my inventory because I'm probably getting... Yeah. I wanted that. Please knock me out. Oh gosh. Hello. Where am I? Man, I hate water levels. Cool. Oh. Anyway, I was saying all that because I have some really good friends in my life now. Part of that has also come with learning to be a good person myself. I'm not going to say that I am a good person. I mean, what does that even mean, right? Like, I have done good things. I've also done evil things. I really have. And I don't, like, just advertise that to people. And I'm not trying to say, like, I'm an actively evil person either. I don't wish poor things on people. Ill fortune or to hurt them for my own gain. But I am flawed. I'm a sinner. That's really it. I am imperfect. And I'm going to make mistakes. As we all are, you know. Okay, I think we need to take that route. Wait a second. There's a lot of controversy around the word sinner. I don't think it quite means what people think it means. I'm still a human. I still have all the rights of a human. I don't know if I deserve anything. But I am just as worthy of love as any person. There's nothing different about me or you. And having made mistakes before doesn't exclude us from being from needing to get our needs met. We all want to be loved. We all want community and acceptance and praise, adoration. And we all need to eat and sleep and rest and exercise. So, okay, buddy. Oh, you're just polishing off your, Don't knock out Arian like that. That's a cruel thing to do, Jean. Anyway, I'm getting rather existential here. What am I trying to even do with my life here? Let's leave this place. We got the key. Back to video games. I rabbit hole like this. This really is an interesting thing to observe with myself. But especially when my mind is like present in here, I can come back to it a little easier, and that's good. Okay. Oh gosh. Do I really come all the way back to the start here, or is there any way I can... I think I might be going the wrong way, to be honest. If I'm going the wrong way, then I'm going the wrong way. Can I pull up this one and get it back? All right, let's go. Oh, hello, everybody. I have found that, in general, giving up video games has restored a lot of time to me. It has made room for other things that fill me more. I can tell you that I once played League of Legends a lot, like I said, and boy, oh boy, I never want to go back to that again. Oh man, I never want to go back to League of Legends again. What a horrible game. It's an amazing game, but it's an endless time and money sink. And that's why I basically adamantly refuse to play Overwatch or Heroes of Heroes of the Storm. There was another one with like all the mythical gods. There's no end to them, and they don't satisfy me, because I want to be the best. I want to really invest my time. I'm a little too competitive. A game like this, however, oh great, go away, dude. I'm trying to explore. Yeah, get stuck. No. There was nothing back here. Now I can't even use my Fleetfoot spell. I hope you're happy. Alright. I feel like my wizard lady is like an old lady we gotta take care of now. Come on, Granny. Keep up. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I'm still not very intimidated. And so I think for a while I've been like a little too off of video games. But something kind of weird happened. I've just been going. I've honestly been exposed to a lot of secondary trauma at my work, which means when a person is basically expressing something terrible that happened to them, or you witness something terrible happening, or you hear about it secondhand, and you become traumatized in that way. Like secondhand trauma. I have just felt like I've needed a huge escape. And the other night, I just started playing this game. I've been kicking myself because I wish I picked up a shorter game. Because I have issues putting down something once I start it. If I find a good show that I really like, I'm gonna binge it. Like every spare moment of my day. I finished all 7 Harry Potter books in a matter of like 5 weeks. I picked up one, it was amazing, so I just went for the others. Never mind. There's nothing here either. So it seems. Oh, doesn't that move? I'm pretty sure that moves. Or something. There is so much empty space here. Oh gosh. Go away. Let's just say I've been up pretty late a couple nights playing this game as a result of getting back into it. And there's even been times when it wasn't even that fun, but I was just like, I need to finish this. I need to finish it right now. I can't rest until it's done. So it's probably been about a week and a half. And last night is my Friday, and Friday is the only night of my week that I get to sleep in the next morning. My responsibilities were somewhat done. I have a little homework I gotta do today. But I honestly, this isn't happening. And here comes Najan. Okay, we've got to figure this out. Okay. Sure there was nothing back here? Like, what's up there? Let's go get that. Hey, everybody. Oh, you just come wandering in, huh? Alright, bring it.
Is it a surprise I'm so good?
Goodness gracious, Heidi. Leave me alone. Okay. I stayed up last night until 3:30 playing the game because when I got here at the end of the day, I just wanted my peace and quiet, and it was a safe space. Everyone was asleep. I've seen these posts on like the internet where it's like I stay up late because it's end of the day and no one has any pressure on me for anything. And I realize I really need to find time for that in my everyday life, or I'm going to go insane. I feel like I'm just going. Oh my gosh, thank you. All week long. Doing things I want to do, like I go to work, I do my grad school work, and I want to graduate grad school, so I do the work. And I want to see my friends. I actually would be worse off if I stayed home every night and didn't ever go see my friends. So I do that. Nice game of chess. I don't know, that note doesn't feel like it belongs there. I don't feel like that note belongs there. Anyway. Dang, Heidi hit it for like 200 damage. Anyway. You know, I felt kind of crummy going to bed, and yet at the same time I felt fantastic. I feel fantastic today. Like I let myself have what I needed. I needed just some quality time. In a safe place, especially. That's what this feels like. It's not like I'm having crazy fun doing this game. It feels like walking on a trail that I've walked many times before. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly where I'm going. I know what to expect. And you know what? It's this is actually, I believe, common with people who have symptoms of anxiety. If you're anxious, doing something familiar calms you. Because things that are unfamiliar tend to escalate you and create fear. Fear pretty much comes from what we don't know. Being uncertain of the outcome of something. I am 100% certain that I can beat this game. 100%. And it's not just because, like I know that 4 level 60 characters are not going to be challenged by this dungeon. If I need to pause the game and figure it out, I'm good enough to do that. I am 100% certain I can beat this dungeon. Barring a glitch or a game crash that I can't bypass. And honestly, that's just healing for me. I'm just happy to be here doing something that's fun, predictable, and simultaneously an escape from my everyday life. I don't regret my everyday life, but I am in a season of uncertainty in many ways. There's just a lot going on that I'm challenged by seemingly every day. Without being very detailed about my job, just for confidentiality reasons, I'm I'm just working with a difficult population. A lot of mental illness I'd never encountered before, or been in this close of proximity with before. My worldview is shifting because I'm being exposed to a lot of trauma, secondary trauma, and just darkness, I think. Just darkness. People who aren't trustworthy. People I wouldn't just like choose to be my friends because I don't trust them, because they've proven untrustworthy. I've been lied to, and I've witnessed people do evil or creepy things. And like all the people there, that is not everybody I work with. No. There's actually a lot of beauty in people who have been through such hard things and then decided, anyways, I'm not going to be evil. That's inspiring to me on so many levels. But that being said, it's just a little hard for me. And this is one way I am actively coping with it. How would I give it to him? I already gave one to Heidi, so I... Oh shoot, all my items are breaking. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break here. Let's pass around some of these items that have broken. Oh, is it just me?
It wasn't broke for long.
Thank you, Isaac.
I fixed it.
Okay. And even though I stayed up until 3:30, I actually feel pretty good. So let that be a little bit of the lesson or the nuance with video games. On one hand, you can use them as an escape mechanism to such a degree that you don't do anything active with your life, and at that point they become a legitimate hindrance. And I have cautioned people against this at times. On this channel, I'm fairly certain, like, don't make video games your life. Maybe that's not fair for me to say. If that's truly what you want to do with your life, I just don't understand, because this is a simulation of life. Would you like to spend your life simulating life, or do you want to make your actual life good? Because I mean, if you're afraid to go out into your life,
Let's give it away. Goodness, I think I like that. Not bad.
goodness, I think I like that. Okay. But right now, I am totally happy playing this. And obviously, there's a bit of an imbalance. I'm using this to help cope. I'm enjoying it. And I'm still taking care of my business. I think that's kind of where I draw a lot of lines. I think, as far as hobbies go, I say do whatever you want. Do whatever you want as long as it is helpful to you, doesn't hurt other people, and you're still taking care of your responsibilities. When I see fathers neglect their children, when I see people who are sad and miserable just play video games for years without directly addressing what makes them sad. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to use. Oh gosh. Alright, we're here. Hey, let me... Time out. Time out. I mean, this is the final level. Let's just go. I mean, this isn't going to be a very difficult battle. Ultimately. We've got... How many divine interventions? Alright. Okay. Let's talk about something besides that. Oh, another game of chess, I see. Yes, hello, hello. Okay. Okay. Alright, how about this? Let's really, truly engage in this battle.
I'll use that.
Yeah. Going all poison clouds, baby. Let me out. Let me out. Oh, shoot. It's not where I want to be. How about this? Okay, maybe I'll actually go.
All right.
Very fun, very fun. Just for current updates right now, I'm working on a laser tag channel a lot, doing competitive laser tag called Loveland SM5. We're trying to make laser tag into a legitimate sport. So if you would like to watch a bunch of nerds play competitive laser tag, that's the place to do it. Oh, well, can we... Interesting, level 75. Huh. 1,000 plus each. Very cool, very cool. I like it. Well, we're about to beat the game, so might as well throw out another one for the boys. Very nice. Man. Alright, we're just looking for a little lever. Hello. Man, here we are. That's surreal. Heh. Gosh, that's what you get for being mischievous. And, ooh, got some chills. My week and a half of work has paid off. Yep.
They were successful. M-Jam will not bother anyone again for some time.
And jam.
They will hold an important position in Hollywood.
I wanted to talk to you about that, Kron.
And what is it you wanted to say?
You played them like a fiddle in the hands of a skull. Perhaps we could be truthful with them.
You begin to overstep your latitude, gatekeeper.
They gave up everything to serve you, Kron. They deserve the truth, and I believe a reward. Should they come to Arslanagard to take up residence at Hardenholt, I will not let them in. They deserve better than to find death waiting after what they have done. These mortals imprisoned a god.
I think you've grown fond of these mortals.
Kron just kills him.
Perhaps, though, you are right. Here's what I will grant. They will be free to come and go to Arslanagard as much as they wish. When they are ready, they will find exalted places waiting for them in Hardenholt. But once they have entered Hardenholt, they will not be allowed to leave. Ever.
I think that will suffice, Lord Kron.
The next time they return, gatekeeper, give them this.
What is this?
It is their true writ of fate.
Whew. Alright, we'll just screen cap that bad boy. We're gonna call that good. Nice. It was good to play this. I am thankful for the fact that it gave me something like to chew on in a season of anxiety. I would really like to find a way to be able to enjoy longer RPGs like this without needing to binge them, if that makes sense. Because there's some other good ones.
Would you be looking to train?
I would be looking to train. Wow. It's expansive. Look, over there on the left, there's a big city, and there's like another tiny town. That's Lynn's Farm. Can I get rid of you? Nope, I have to keep Tamara Lang in my party forever now. Oh man, and that's it. That's totally it. Wow, it is so much cheaper down here. All right. Who cares? Anyway, I better wrap that up. I could babble on, but there's some other games I think I want to play. I got other things I need to do, and it's nice to visit this world one more time. I say one more time. I think next time I need to wait even longer before coming back because the nostalgia still was. I mean, it was a little soon. Since I played this like 2.5 years ago. I don't need to play it every couple years. And if it were the final time, I suppose like what more is there to even gain except to come back here for comfort. Coming back here because I know the world well, but certainly not to discover anything new. There's nothing new to discover here. I mean, little things. I discovered a couple new people that you could hire into your party this time. Cool. But beyond that, thank you for watching. I don't know what'll happen with this channel. At least for the present, it's looking like it will, once in a great while, have me pop up with some kind of video. I don't know. But thanks for watching, and take care, everybody.